let's talk about branded organic dropshipping. So branded organic dropshipping is the process of building a real long-term brand around dropshipping products while using organic social media content like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube instead of paid ads. So the great thing about organic marketing is that you are actually able to profit so much more because you're essentially taking care of the marketing yourself. You're ordering the product from China to your house and you're filming the videos all by yourself. So you're not pushing, Meta, or you're not pushing TikTok to push out your content through paid ads. And so this is why we're able to get at least, 50% profit margins all the way up to, 70%. And so let's talk a little bit more about branding, right? So branding, because the focus of all of this is going to be branding, right? So the focus is on branding. Through custom packaging, logos, and even storytelling, we can rely on viral content to drive free exposure to our brand. That is the whole basis behind organic dropshipping, because we are essentially creating viral content, viral videos, and driving all of that traffic from those videos to our Shopify store to essentially get sales. And so this is a little bit different because unlike regular pump and dump dropshipping, which uses, like I said, fake narratives, low trust websites, and paid ads, branded organic dropshipping creates a unique identity by building a loyal customer base and leveraging the algorithms for growth. So again, we are literally leveraging the algorithms to essentially send as much traffic as possible to our website to convert to sales while still building a loyal customer base through our brand, right? And so you're probably a little bit lost right now, but let me explain, okay? Let me explain. So a brand is more than just a logo or a store name. It's the identity, perception, and emotional connection that customers have with our business, right? So a brand is like the feeling that the product gives you. It's like the vibe that it portrays to the target audience when they see it online. This is what truly made the pivotal difference for me when it came to making my organic dropshipping product into a full-fledged brand. Because in the beginning, it was a normal dropshipping product and I had multiple, and I'm talking multiple competitors. But the moment I was able to essentially brand it through custom packaging, a logo and an actual name, and actually building an identity, people were kind of just recognizing the name for what it was. And so people just stopped buying from the competitors. And so that's why I was able to become number one when it came to the market and making the majority of the money. And so people were really just buying into the vibe that I portrayed with my product. I mean, apart from the product as well, but it's the identity and the emotional connection that I built from actually creating the brand. And so you see this every single day, and throughout history, we've seen multiple athletes essentially productizing their personal brand, because at the end of the day, a person can be a brand, right? So Michael Jordan found a way to productize his success, his achievements, and overall performance as an athlete to a shoe, right? And so we call these Jordans, right? Same thing goes to Ronaldo. He was able to productize, again, his success, being one of the best soccer players in the world, to a cleat, right? And so again, when you productize a certain product, you are essentially doing a connection from, the actual personal brand, right? So the athlete, and you're essentially creating, right, a product around all the achievements and overall all the emotions that person has to, I guess, do with that particular product, if that makes sense, right? Because Ronaldo, soccer player, Michael Jordan, basketball player, and again, they both created, footwear to portray like, hey, if you wear these, you're going to be playing just as good as me or even better, right? Obviously, that's really not the case. But again, they are productizing their success. Same thing goes with Mr. Beast, right? This isn't an athlete, but this is a 8-figure, 9-figure YouTuber that, again, productized his face to a candy, like a chocolate, right? Through Feastables, right? And so now this is a multi-million-dollar company. But again, he was able to productize himself as the brand, right? And so the whole goal of this, and the reason I even explain this, is to create an identity where people connect your product to a certain feeling, community, or aspiration. So they essentially aren't just buying an item, they're buying into the story behind it, right? They're buying into the story of Michael Jordan, how he became the greatest of all time. And again, take that with a grain of salt. I don't know too much about basketball. And same thing goes with, Mr. Beast becoming one of the best YouTubers of all time. So people are really just buying into the story of these people.